finishing up these questions. So if you have negative 3 plus x, we need to get rid of the negative 3. So to get rid of negative 3, you add 3 to both sides. 0, x. I did not divide or multiply by a negative. I just bring down my sign. 14 plus 3 is 17. If I wanted to graph this, let's see, 17. One bigger would be 18. One smaller would be 16. And it says it doesn't have an equal to, so I'm going to leave it open, and it says greater than. The numbers over here are bigger than the numbers over here, than the number over there, right? So we have greater than is this way, so we shade over here, draw our arrow. There's our x is greater than 17. Oh, this one, we've got x's here, x is here. The first thing we need to do is get x's on the same side. So a negative x, to move that over, I'm going to plus x, 0, 8. Bring down the sign. 3x plus 1x is 4x. Get rid of the 4 and I divide it out. It's not a negative, therefore I'm not changing my sign. I bring it down. 8 divide 4 is 2. And then I know that x needs to be on the other side, so I take this whole thing and I flip it over. So x, the alligator point is towards the x, so I'm going to keep it that way, right? I flip that sign and I put the 2. Notice it's eating the 2. Well, it's still eating the 2. 2 is still bigger, so I didn't change anything. So then if I wanted to graph that, I'd have 2. One bigger is 3. One smaller is 1. And this is the symbol for less than, right? So it doesn't have an equal to. I don't fill in my circle, and less than goes this way. And the last couple on here, we've got a two-step, meaning we just need to get rid of two numbers here. So to get rid of the minus 3, I add 3. Negative 4x. Negative 11 plus 3 is negative 8. Divide by negative 4 on both sides. Notice we're dividing by a negative, so that should make you think, oh, I need to change that sign. So I flip it around. Negative 8 divided negative 4 is 2. And I think that's what we graphed just barely. So we got 2. One bigger is 3. One smaller is 1. Open circle, it's not equal to, and less than 2 is this way. So you darken it in this way. Solve the inequality and graph it. X divide 2 minus 7. So I need to get rid of the divide 2 and the minus 7. First thing to do is get rid of the minus 7. So get my 0, bring down x over 2, bring down my symbol. Negative 8 plus 7 is negative 1. Dividing 2. Dividing 2, I need to times by 2 on both sides. 2 over 2 is 1. Bring down our x. I did not times by a negative 2, so I keep my symbol the same. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. And notice x is on the wrong side, so I flip it over. X. Flip my sign. Notice alligator's eating the negative 2. Well, the alligator's still going to eat the negative 2 when I flip it over, so I didn't change it at all. Still the same inequality. So then I graph it. Negative 2 says it's greater or equal, shade it in, and less than goes this way. All numbers smaller than negative 2. So anything you plug in, if you plug in a negative 2, you plug in negative 3, negative 4, any of those numbers will work when you plug them into the inequality we started with.